Although I think what I presented so far has been rather high level, I think you should have a good idea what process management is all about. Our last step this week concerns enterprise process management. If you think about the general evolution we've been talking about in all these video lectures this week, we've seen a clear pattern starting with the individual processes within departments and then moving towards processes that cross through different departments. The next logical step has to be the trans-organization, all processes where we have one continuous flow throughout the enterprise. Here I come up with an example straight out of, you guessed it, Toyota Production System, where the flow comprises the actions of the supplier and the customer as well. There is a case to be made for the process-centric organization, especially if we understand there is no option. Either we change, or there is a chance that our efforts are irrelevant all of a sudden. The magic word these days is scalability. And the ability to ramp up our business quickly means that we have more and more tasks that need to be completed outside the enterprise. Otherwise, you can't scale, right? As I mentioned in my introduction this week, cloud computing leads us to two specific facts, whether we like it or not. Number one, the available capacity made possible by the invent of cloud computing makes it easier than ever to exist within the virtual enterprise. Number two, as current technology makes scalability possible, we will further see a distinction between the mature and the less mature. The question we always need to pose is, of course, how a business analyst is affected by all these facts. The BA has to have a good understanding of the organizational mission vision and the corresponding strategy, of course. The business analyst needs to comprehend the current state, including the processes of the course. A business analyst needs to be able to assess the organizational maturity. And of course, the processes act as a mirror of the organization. They show the organizational readiness and allow us to use methodologies like CMMI. The BA needs to be in a position to evaluate what kind of transformation is required, where it should take place, and how we should measure it. We will look into detail into requirements gathering in week number 4, but they are required to properly understand what all is required. That's why they're called requirements gathering. And lastly, the business analysis needs to assess various solutions and make a recommendation based on the best option. But we'll cover this subject in detail in week number 5. Thanks for viewing.